Sound is on, don't worry. Sound is on. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Spodia stream. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. Yeah, we have sound, don't worry. I know you guys are a little confused because yeah, my intro screen used to have a ticking clock. It does not anymore. I actually removed that clock sound effect because it was annoying. And because I know a lot of you don't, and I know a lot of you in chat didn't like it. So, I got rid of it. Still got this overland, and again, you get to hear my voice. So, again, everybody, welcome to the Spodia stream. Nice to see you all here. Hopefully everybody is doing well. My name is SportyFC, and well, today is an interesting day. We actually only have 2 matches scheduled for today, which is quite interesting because it isn't as many as usual. And when I really start like time like this, usually I can announce maybe 4 matches today. There's only 2. We have other matches coming up later, though. I will be live a good amount today. But yeah, let's take a look at our schedule here. And we have a 4:30 match coming up in just a few minutes here. Clang versus Team, and after that, we'll have an Amateur Gaming League match. That'll be a little while after. It'll be X35 El Canto and EXE Esports. And of course, I always seem to do this before matches, but again, thank you all so much for all the support. This stream has just hit 1,600 followers, as well as having YouTube has just hit 400 videos, and the X or Twitter account is only one away from 400 followers itself. So, you want to be number 400? Now's your chance to do it, actually. So, one, I'm plugging my Twitter, and 2, I'm getting you all to follow me. That works. But again, I kind of fun that all these kind of different milestones happening at the same time. Again, thank you all so much for all your support. As let's take a look at our first match here. It's Clang vs. It's Team. It's for the up-and-coming cup, a 3v3 league. We saw actually another up-and-coming cup match earlier this week between Nintendo Switch Gang and Green Lotus NSG would win that match 3-1. Whereas this one, who knows how this will work. These are 2 new teams, just trying to get their first week off to a good start. As again, we are just getting these teams ready. Sorry about that. As again, best of 5. Yes, yeah, there's the Brickshaw. That is Dragon, I believe. As in fact, we'll actually get them their match lobby info here. We can get these guys in. Ready to go. It's Clang Bros. It's Team for a best of 5. Let me actually get you all the prediction poll as well, so that we can do it as, yeah, the Brickshaw Montgomery Ferguson. Ferguson, I believe, actually, yeah, that's the name that they gave me. I can't call him that, but I can call him the Brickshaw, so that's the name he'll be going by. But yes, that's the joke name. I think they gave me that name, actually, when submitting names, but that name's a little too long. But again, it'll be a best of 5 years. Hopefully getting these teams in very soon. I think, might have, I think one of these teams is going to be slightly late. But we will be good to go soon, do not worry. Again, get your votes going. Up to the match. Up and coming cup. Here we go. Again, it's week 1. A pretty long season, a 7-week season. Against 7 different opponents in your 14-team league. As many wins as possible will be helpful, especially since anybody here could get into that top 7 that will qualify for the final bracket. I'm surprised it's a 14-team bracket because this is a bit of a strange number, not 8 teams. But what do I know? As you know, again, by the looks of it, it'll be a 14-team bracket. Last season they did single them. I would assume it's probably the same thing this season. Yeah, if you can start the season off well, it can help you here as. We'll see how this match goes. As so far, I believe Team actually getting a lot of love. I will say, we actually have not. I will say, it is a pretty good team name. I do appreciate having some fun with the team name. So As we have Dipikshaw in. Also have Toad. We're just waiting on Blade. And Blade's in as well. So team has already joined. They were very early, actually. Just waiting on the Clang Bros again. They said that they'd be slightly late here, so we'll be waiting on. I think it's gonna be Tuscany, Jazda, and Accident who's playing, and then they have Grave as their substitute. And what a day we have coming for us. Again, we are just waiting on these teams. As soon as Clang Bros join, we'll get this one going. Reminder, since it is week 1 of these teams at 0-0, I really can't tell you much about these teams. I do know Tuscany. Actually, I've seen Tuscany before. Last season Up and Coming Cup, he was on a team as well. Don't remember which one. I definitely recognize the name of Tuscany. You guys remember what team he was on last season? Because I remember seeing Tuscany before. Was he on Washed FC? He might have been the guy on Washed FC. That was a 3rd place team last season. Yeah, he was on Washed, wasn't he? Yeah, same Tuscany. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I recognize that name because I remember seeing him a couple times. Yeah, he was on Washed FC, who got 3rd place last season. So, he's trying to just, do better this season. Gonna lead the Clang Bros. Again, only a few minutes here from match start time. Also, I've noticed that both Blade and Dipikshaw on MST, which is Missouri S&T, I'm assuming. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that we have some Missouri S&T players in here. There's a good amount of those in this league. It is one of the major, I guess, orgs that is in this league is Missouri S&T Esports. A college league. A college team. Or I guess a couple college teams. Actually, have a couple teams going for them. Although I don't know this season if any of the teams are listed under Missouri S&T. I don't think they are. There is one. It's Missouri S&T Silver. The only team listed under the Missouri S&T name is Missouri S&T Silver. Or as they call themselves, MST Silver. It's Enrico's team. Enrico, Florian, Hot Dog of Doom. Actually, pretty scary. That's actually a pretty decent team. There's a good amount of players. There's some pretty good players on that team. Oh, they stink? Oh, hey, Enrico. How you doing, Enrico? Well, Enrico, if you say you're bad, I don't know what to say anymore. I'm just gonna be neutral here and say, and I'm sure you guys are just fine. You guys are just fine. So yeah, we have hit our match start time. These teams are given 15 minutes past though to get everybody in. So, who's the best looking team so far? Well, the only team I saw was Nintendo Switch Gang. But the teams that are doing really well right now is the Misters and GHE Purple. Both doing very well. Both of them having 3-0 week 1s. GHE Purple. Who's on Purple? I know GHE Purple's pretty good. Oh, that's Isaiah's team. Yeah, Isaiah, that's a very good team actually. Isaiah, Yolodi. Those guys have been teammates for a while. Everco, Muncher. Yeah, it's a pretty good team actually. Again, the Misters is the other team that's gone 3-0. That's Masoon, Low, Arcanian. I actually don't know that team at all. But again, I do know GHE Purple. That's a team that should do pretty well. What ranks is this, by the way? This is like low champ to I think grand champ 2. I believe is the highest rank you're gonna see in this league. Well, it might have a better rank thing, but most of these teams are around GC1. Most of these teams are around GC1, GC2. But there are a good amount of like champ teams though, so I do always mention that. And we are just waiting here for them, but again, this should be an interesting match. Best of 5. Reminder, we have another match coming later tonight. Barrel's the world's best player? Well, yeah, he goes by Blade. Barrel is Blade. You guys are wondering? The guy who leads the team side. Team side. They do call themselves Team, which I do find funny. Their official name is Team, but they did tell me they call themselves Team in game, so that's what they're gonna be known as. Which I appreciate, a little joke. Never a bad thing. But again, yeah, Beryl goes by Blade in game, so that's the name that we're going with here. So you could play, yeah, you could, yeah, if you're on like GC1, GC2, this is probably a pretty good league for you. Wanted to play in it. We'll see what happens. You GC3? Oh, that's rough. I didn't envy you, but you GC3. That's could be tough for you then. Yeah, I don't know if GC3s are allowed in this league. I don't know about that. I think their highest rank is GC2. But maybe they allow GC3s. I actually don't know the rules as well as I probably should. Let me find out what they have a rule board. Again, we are just waiting on the Clang Bros team to join on in. There's the rulebook. Let me take a look at this one here. Let me tell you what ranks are allowed in this one. It is 1200 to 1700 MMR range. 1200 to 1700 MMR. So no, it does seem like it does reach into, I think, GC. It might actually reach into GC3 a little bit then. Yeah, you'd have to, but it's mostly around GC2. That's the highest rank that you're going to be seeing around here. As again, we are waiting on the Clang Bros. They are taking longer than expected here. I'll see what they're up to. Under 1700, yeah. So if you're under 1700, if you haven't peaked past 1700, you're fine. Yeah, if you're 1600, you could play in this league. I think 1700 does reach a little bit into GC3, but is a bit close. As again, we are still waiting on the Clang Bros. They're taking longer than expected here. They have up to 15 minutes past match start time to join, so no issues right now. But because 5 minutes have passed, if your account hasn't peaked over 1700 INV Rapids, then you're fine for the most part. Obviously, if you want really like in-depth answers, you want to ask the admins, the guys who run this league. I'm not one of them. So I can't give you a very good thing, but if your MMR hasn't reached past 1700, you're probably fine. $1,200 means I actually technically could play in this league as well. my MMR is past 1200, so I actually could play in this league. Be good enough to play in this league as well, actually, but like just barely. My MMR is not much better than 1200, like between like 1200 and 1300, so I'd be on the lower end of this league. At around C2, E3. Again, we're just getting everything started. Prediction pool, I think, has closed. It has. It's actually a decent one. It's like it's an almost 2 to 3 split here. Sorry, 2 to 1 split here. Team is winning in the prediction. There's a good amount actually being betted on both sides here. As we are hearing from the Clang Bros, they are joining, so. As here we go, let's get involved here. We have Accident, we have Tuscany, and we have Jazda. So, yeah, Clang Bros are here. Team has been here for a while, actually. Both these teams. Thank you all so much for your patience, as They're going to get this best of 5 undergoing the Brickshaw. I can already tell that is a long name from the Brickshaw. We weren't talking about his name being that long. And here we go. Best of 5 series. Clang Bros on the blue. Team on the orange. One of the shortest team names we've had actually on this stream in a very long time. The shortest we've ever had, I think, was 3 letters long, and it was known as Egg. We haven't had a team name shorter than that. Team, though, very close to that level as Clang Bros. We have to answer back. Code. Midfield. The Brickshaw stopped by Jazda. Again, midfield team. Some early aggression. You can already see, again, a lot of passes, a lot of units trying to utilize each other. Just the ability to be fast, the ability to keep that pace going. As now miss. Blade. Hit it high. Team won't get that first strike. Clang Bros send it away. Oxygen. Here by Toad. You can already tell the pace here. Very fast between these teams. Both these teams are very comfortable playing at this level. That'll be a good thing for the rest of the season if they can play up, you know, near to each other's level, because these teams are not slow. This is easily into that GC2 range I was talking about. And now Oxygen, back wall, second touch, didn't get it. Toad clears. Jazda back in field. Jazda on 2, midfield. Blade will have the block. And Bro's gonna try again with Tuscany. Gonna get a bit awkward here for a team as they are running out of boost. The resources not being won here by team as Clang Bros again send it up. Blade will get it cleared. It's Jazda midfield. The Brickshaw sends that one, and Oxygen doesn't get a touch. Bumps out Jazda, follow-up shot. Toads hit the post. Team, that was a great opportunity for them. But it does go wide of the target, and now they've just double committed. Jazda, challenged by Blade. Pop up for Oxygen. Maybe off the back wall, but Blade will keep it clear. And team, have to try again. Toad, Jazda off the corner. The Brickshaw. Long touch. In comes Tuscany. Clang Bros. Gonna find a lot of quick, decisive passing plays. Feels like for these teams, that's kind of what they're banking on. Is if they can get those passes going, that's how they can beat each other. So far, it hasn't worked. There's a mistake there. Toad. Come on, no boost. Gets back to it. Team, another shot away. Toad, maybe a chance to end one midfield. Team feels like they're kind of in a losing battle right now when it comes to that possession, when it comes to getting in front of that net, getting in the faces of the Clang Bros. You saw them try to do it at the early part of the game. It seems to be kind of what they want in their playstyle. And yet Clang Bros are definitely finding a little more space in front. That one blocked by Toad as I think he pre-jumped that shot. Clang Bros are still searching. Oxygen, second touch. Again, look at this from the Clang Bros. Finding midfield. If they just find each other in a couple of these plays, they're going to be scoring as Jazda. Miss from the Brickshaw, and that's Jazda. Shot off of Blade. Clang Bros catch team on a mistake as they try to clear that ball out. You can see team, everybody wanted that out. They were so desperate to get that ball out. They didn't really care about overcommitting. And it is Clang Bros 1-0 up. Off the back wall, Toad trying to answer here at Tuscany. The Brickshaw! The Brickshaw! What a block there from Oxygen. I mean, with the Brickshaw coming in with that kind of pace, his shot was going to be on target. His shot was going to be really tough to save if you were sitting on that goal line. You know, the benefit of playing proactively in some of those situations. You don't have to worry about trying to react fast to plays as Blades missed. The Brickshaw will prevent Tuscany's shot. Clang Bros still up by 1, but that lead, not something that they're going to be comfortable with anytime soon. They want that second goal. Oxygen. He just bounced off the ground there. Tuscany, ooh, he's jumped into nothing. The Brickshaw has the dribble. 1-0 with Jazda. That flick is slow, but it does get offense for team here. The Brickshaw sent backwards. Blade, Dover challenged it. Jazda still pushing for the Clang Bros. Oxygen. Space to really utilize. Will be sent away by team. At least so our thoughts. Clang Bros really catching team on a lot of these plays where team, when they send that ball out, when they attempt to do it, they send so many people upfield. They are so confident in each other's ability to get that ball out of defense. That sometimes I forget that the ball can sometimes stay in their backfield. Sometimes those challenges in the midfield don't work for them. This one will for Toad. Tuscany. Taps in the corner. Blade jumping in. I know it's tough to know what team Blade is on with the fact that he has a blue car and he's on the orange team. As Toad. Step down, Tuscany. He'll find the corner. Maybe second shot. Midfield. Oxygen's chance. He's putting off the back wall. Gonna see if Team will miss that, but Team only made one mistake this game. That cost them a goal. That mistake might be it. They haven't been able to get one themselves. Tuscany keeping up the offense here for Clang Bros. Team, though, want to go down the field, but it will be dropped to the ground. Clang Bros with a 1-0 game 1. What a start it was. And this one stayed close. Clang Bros starting off the series starting off the series now, but again, it's a 1-0. It's a really close game, and if both these teams are really struggling to find goals, because it's one of those kind of things with, like, maybe they're newer rosters. I don't know how new these rosters are to each other. Obviously, I know that this is not the roster that Tuscany was on last season. He wasn't teammates with these guys. And I do know still that, again, with a 1-0 game like that, I have a feeling it's going to start to increase in scoring a little bit as these teams start to get a little more comfortable in their offenses, in each other. There we go, Clang Bros back into the fights here against Team. As Blade, as he put one back, that double tap. They couldn't get around it for that second touch. Toad, here's another chance. Chasta will prevent that. Clang Bros having to deal with some backboard defense. It was what caught Team out on the 1 goal last game. Was just a miss off the back wall. Team trying to do the same thing back, and again, it feels like for both these teams, not threatening enough, as that's a good shot from Debrickshaw. And Team finds it. This game won't be like last game where they get themselves shut out. Oxygen just didn't get his challenge. And Jazda stopped before the goal line. I don't know why he stopped himself there. He must have been expecting the Debrickshaw to shoot behind him. It's just a surprising decision. As thank you for the raid, Cookie Cat. How was your stream? Hopefully it was fun. Yeah, thank you for the raid so much. Cookie Cat, another fellow caster here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As we are currently in game 2 of Clang Bros versus Team. Clang Bros up 1-0. They had a 1-0 game 1. Team now up 1-0 in game 2. They're looking to make a second. Oxygen clear by Tuscany. The Brickshaw still engaging. That one was very dangerous from the Brickshaw. He caught Oxygen kind of waiting on the back wall, and he was that close. And that's one of the issues with playing on the back wall like that. On defense, it's great because you use less boost to get to that ball, but if teams know that you're going into the back wall, they can wait, and they'll force you to make an awkward jump off. Not a situation you want to be in. It can be a risky maneuver as the Brickshaw. Oxygen bumped away, and chance for Blade. Oxygen missed it. Blade, back wall, Jazda owns on Toad. Clang Bros and Team both moving at their defenses. What it takes. The offenses, though, again, not like it's been bad offense from these teams. It just hasn't been offense that has been able to score all that much. As, synchronized demos there. Blade on Tuscany and Jazda on Toad. Clang Bros now can maybe use those demos to get themselves upfield. But Jazda's missed. Now a long shot from Toad. That's not on target. Still, though, looking for the midfield. Triple commit from Clang Bros. The rotation of the Clang Bros has been pretty strong so far. It's been strong for both these teams. That's why their defenses have been so tough to break. And to answer that, I feel like we should see more demos. That's how you break down defenses like that. By removing the threats on the back line. I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot of it. That's a good pass. Oh, it's a miss from Oxygen. Follow-up shot from Jazda. That's on. Saved by the Brickshaw. That's bounced in. Oh, what a weird one here. Clang Bros tied the game up at 1. It's a strange one. The Brickshaw got the immediate save, and he doubled it in his own net. An unfortunate situation for the guy who scored the first goal of this game for Team. Now he's the one who concedes for Team. Clang Bros have an answer. Now they want 2. Blade with the block on Jazda. And this game, again, it just feels like there's these moments where teams can find breakthroughs, find a lot of quick opportunities. As team going for some bumps. Toad off the back wall. He's actually got that second touch in front. Cleared by Tuscany. Oxygen challenged by Blade. Asda with space. Not a lot of boost though, and his touch will only go up as high as Toad. Tuscany off the back wall. Oxygen called into action here. Another challenge. Team is getting the better of Clang Bros here on those plays though. Toad, flip reset. Jazda blocks that chance. Now it's Oxygen. That's a good shot. The Brickshaw is there. Again, the defenses, the rotations have been very solid so far. I haven't really seen a lot for these teams to try to break that. Oh, there's two players with Blade, the only one back. Tuscany does have this one. It's a pretty routine touch for Tuscany as double commit from the Clang Bros to get that one out. Blade, back wall, bounce straight down. Toad doesn't read it, and neither does anybody on the Clang Bros. And that ball will just kind of float to the midfield. Off from the Brickshaw. As another double commit from the Clang Bros. These rotation, it feels like they're starting to get a bit eager here as Oxygen, another clear. Demo's coming through. Back field is open here for the Clang Bros. Oxygen, pinch. That's a good bounce. Toad's read it. Game stays close. A double commit there from the Clang Bros. Nobody's jumping, but Action has he actually just done it. Yes, he has. Oxygen down the field. And now I don't blame him for taking that from Tuscany. He knew exactly what he was doing. Clean, as you like it. And now the lead going to the Clang Bros. One minute. Team need to come back. They've been here before. They failed last game. The question is, can they get that offense going? Only one goal this game. It's pretty poor performance from these offenses, and the Clang Bros have had the better shot. It does feel like there's differences in how the offenses could be performing versus how they are here. Oh, Clang Bros' offense really getting involved as Action. Bump on Blade and Toad, and the Brickshaw. Oh, he won't be able to keep that one out. A third goal for the Clang Bros. Game 2, as it's nearing its end, Clang Bros feel like they're starting to kind of break in and really, again, have teams' numbers. Again, it's not by many margins that these teams are winning against, that the Clang Bros are winning against team. Again, last game was only 1 goal. This one, only 2. It stays really close. These teams, not separated by much, but it does feel like the Clang Bros. Just again, they maybe have a little more coordination, a little more speed. The offense definitely a little more creative as well. Team, the only goal coming from a free flip shot from the Brickshaw that even then very well could have been saved by the Clang Bros if they just done something a little bit different. Game 2, the Clang Bros now only 1 game away. As we move to Game 3, Clang Bros definitely starting to pull ahead here by a little bit more. Again, it has been very close. Not much else to say except that I expect Game 3 to be like this as well. We'll see if that happens as... And we are ready for Game 3. The Clang Bros looking to make a sweep. We'll see if that is exactly what happens here, as you have a little bit more to prove. Well, let's see what they do here. Clang Bros team. Game 3. Clang Bros can win the series here. And get themselves off to an incredible start here in Week 1. Tuscany. Here by the Brickshaw and Blade. Oh, by Oxygen, I believe. He smokescreened himself on that. As here comes Toad. Oh, and he makes the fake. The Brickshaw! What a block by Oxygen as he just gets himself in the way there. A big block there from the Clang Bros, preventing the Brickshaw what would have been his second goal, his team's second goal of the series. Team, again, it feels like the offense of theirs is just slow to really get things to start. And it is the Clang Bros who are doing a little bit better at getting things on target, maybe making things scary for team as Tuscany 50-50 midfield. Oxygen is there. Toad Kept up. Second touch. Jazz down midfield. Missed by the Brickshaw. Blade finding Toad. That one was sent all the way to Tuscany there. Clang Bros will send it right back up. Jazz down midfield. Oxygen. Looking to keep the offense going. The Brickshaw beating on the 50. Blade and Toad both jump. Toad, though, a little bit higher up. Clang Bros sent to defense. Again, this is a situation I think these teams are so used to. They feel so comfortable on defense, really. Doesn't feel like they're really under all too much pressure. They're worried about all too much that's happening in front of them. As that's a miss from the Brickshaw. Jazda! Oh, I almost had that second touch. But didn't put it in towards the net. There's another demo from other Clang Bros. An incidental demo. As Oxygen. No second shot. Tuscany, fake there, and it'll be Jazda with the 50-50. Midfield. Precarious situation for Jazda as team was trying to barrel in on him, but again, Clang Bros and team both, again, this can be said equally about both teams. They just feel so calm on defense. They're not under too much pressure as Tuscany. That's actually a really scary chance. Tried to go off the ceiling for that one. Clang Bros coming up with nothing so far, but here comes Oxygen to Jazda, and that's high. Team will clear it away. Tuscany clear back by Toad. Oxygen. Oh, he doesn't have this one. Jazda does. 50-50. Toad. Missed the target. Oxygen still reads it, though, with that pre-jump. He got caught on not being able to make the first challenge, but he kept going for the second one, and even though it was a double commit, Oxygen was in such a good position that it doesn't really matter as Jazda... Oh, that's for free for Jazda! Oh, team never even challenged the defense! What happened? Wow, they're just way too slow to react. Blade was nowhere near him. His team now have a lot to do here. As we keep going in game 3, again, welcoming a lot of different people. As Clang Bros trying to win this series in a sweep. Demo in front, Jazda, infield to Oxygen. That's high, and Clang Bros will have to try again. Minor, they are only up by 1 goal, so this lead of theirs not safe. As hello in chat there, Red Falcons, hello Noe Ray. Welcome in again. We're in game 3 right now. Clang Bros leading 1-0, wanting to end the series in a sweep. That's going to be a difficult ask. Team trying to answer back. Clear to Brickshaw. Upfield by Oxygen. Toad. Tuscany's got to be careful. The shot is definitely coming. He will go into midfield, and that's an open net for Jazda. Team is getting demoed left, right, and center. And when you have no one back, it makes these shots easy. And it also doesn't help with the fact that Blade and the Brickshaw both ran into each other. Toad got demoed. Clang Bros. Again, they work so well together. Again, it feels like their rotation's just so solid. Their offense is a little more creative. And for team, they have a lot to do, but that's a great start for the Brickshaw. Right off the kickoff. The Brickshaw, Montgomery Ferguson. 1 goal back for team. Right off the kickoff. A perfect response here to the 2 goals against them. They are still down by 1. And they've been here. They were here last game. They were here the game before, where they're down by 1 without about a minute left. They didn't make the comeback either time, and now they have to, or else this series will be over. Jazz with a demo. Team, again, getting removed. Double commit from team. Clang Bros using the team's panic against them. Oxygen off the corner. Looking for the second. Gets through to Brickshaw. Finished by Blade. Tuscany will try to keep the Brickshaw away from this one. Clang Bros pinch to the other side wall. Toad has boost. That first touch is not going to do him any favors. Blade who can, though, push upfield. That's a big boom, and that's going to go over the Brickshaw. That's going to go in. Tuscany from his own back corner. Team thought they could play aggressively, but Tuscany gave them a second thought of that one. Clang Bros regain that 2-goal lead. What a clear. That is an incredible touch. It will be the Clang Bros who now, once again, just like last game, have a multi-goal margin. As Oxygen, the team, another double commit. They're really starting to get all over each other here. That's not going to make things any easier for them. With 10 seconds left, is the time just too little too late for them? I think it is. Clang Bro blocked by Toad. Down the corner, Tuscany. Well, let's wait the final seconds. Clang Bros will win in a sweep. And what a start to their season, as maybe one more for Toad. That's off the bar and down. No more goals for them. Clang Bros leave only 2 goals here for a team the entirety of the series, while they themselves just continue to increase their goal margin. 7 goals in 3 games. They take down team here in a sweep. 3 games is all they need. And their start here in the up-and-coming cup is about as good as it can be. As it is the win for the Clang Bros. Again, what a start they have. What a start. One of the best starts they could have asked for here. A sweep. And one that was very confident. They really looked like the better team. And while it was close, every game had a small margin, you could tell that there was one team a lot better here than the other. As let's go asking, how do I sign up for a league? I can invite you into leagues. Leagues usually make it super easy though. If you're in a couple different leagues, just they usually have like a page that tells you how to sign up for it. And what a bit of action! It really couldn't have been much better. As again, what a night! What do they have action for them? Start their season off so well. As again, thank you all so much for joining. Again, a quick sweep. We'll be back though later today. If we take a look at our schedule, we'll be back later today with an amateur gaming league match between Nurse 35 El Canton and EXE Esports. Alright, so what leagues are for C1, C3? You're asking. Here, DM me. I can give you some help here. I can send you some leagues that will definitely support that rank level. Yeah, there you go. Again, I'll help you out with that. I'll tell you what leagues are probably ones that you could play in. As again, we're gonna look to get a raid here. See if there's someone on org that I'm on that's also live. I think we'll find out. Don't worry. As let me see who is online that I can raid right now. Let's do this. Again, thank you all so much for joining. Again, I'll see you guys very soon for our next match. Just again, stick around, keep watching the Sportia stream. I'll be live again later today. See you all then.